This one between Fiji and Kenya. The rain continues to come down, but the boys are out and we are ever so grateful for it. So let's cross back to Luzhniki Stadium for this, the third to last game of the day. The Women's Cup final is to follow. That is New Zealand against Canada, and then the Men's Cup final. It is difficult to not get excited, but it's also difficult to get excited at the moment. We seem to be coming and going so much with the play. But that is between New Zealand and England, and we are very much looking forward to that one. For now, though, it is the third and fourth playoff in the men's competition. Fiji against Kenya.
Not be a good record for them. Marius van der Westhuizen of South Africa is the referee. We can tell you that the last two games in the men's tournament, both refereed by South Africans. Marius van der Westhuizen doing this one, and Rasta Rasavangi doing the Grand Cup final. And for Kenya, it's a chance to improve on the fourth place. They finished in 2009 if they win here. So, change of colours for these two teams for the third, fourth playoff. Fiji in the dark colours against Kenya in the green. It's a muddy pitch from following the storms of earlier in the afternoon. And let's see what this third, fourth playoff match can produce in these difficult running conditions. Some very fine runners in both of these teams. And there's Oscar Uma from Kenya, and they have the early possession.
They do, and that was some physical force being shown there from Oscar Uma. And here's another player, William Baka. He's been solid for Kenya throughout the week and here in Moscow.
Of course, we have the backdrop to these stories. Whoa, there's one that really hit hard, and the referee has said the Kenyan player was, the Fijian player was ahead of the offside line, the imaginary offside line, and away come Kenya. Of course, the backdrop to this game is the personalities of the two coaches. Mike Friday, coach of Kenya, he'll be looking to hopefully get a bronze medal secure in his team's grasp with a win here. And Ali Ferretti Nderi coaching Fiji, and Fiji come forward this time with the ball. They're good aggressive runners, aren't they? That's Ratine, and he gives it away to Talembula. Look at the skid and slide as the first try is scored by Metu Talembula.
Fiji's looking like they're playing with a lot more freedom here than they were in the semi-final against New Zealand. Here's great steps through the gap, reverse offload behind the Kenyan player. First try to Fiji.
And good control in the dive. You see how he secured the ball, two hands against his upper torso. It ain't going to slide anywhere loosely. So good technique there. It's the tiny details which are important. Difficult kicking conditions, but look at that one. What a shame for the kick there, as it just deflects away 5-0 to Fiji. And that was the man who scored the try, Talembula, with the shot for goal. And there is the kickoff taken by Eli Tanai. A knock on there by Michael Wanjala.
Yeah, just the tough one to pick up there. It skidded off the surface and caught his hand by surprise and just gone forward. Kenya not quite got the rub of the green just yet.
Kenya's physical presence at scrum time much more impressive this year under Friday. And there is Alapate Ratini again. This guy is a big star of the NRL in Australia this year after an impressive beginning in the sevens in Gold Coast. And away goes Talembula again.
Well, Fiji looking sharp here at the moment. Alapate Ratini strong through the tackle, managed to stay on his feet to get in behind. And again, it's this man, Talembula, spots the gap, finishes it off.
So Talembula scores his second try. He now plays for Bordeaux Begla in French rugby, and Ratini plays for the Cronulla Sharks in Sydney. This is an example of how it's a worldwide game, and you can play in more than one code if you like. 12-0 Fiji lead with Talambula converting his own try. So he's become the top try scorer ahead of Humphrey Kyange, who's not starting in this game. I'm not sure if he's injured or just going to come off the bench. Big Humphrey. Kick off by Eli Tenai. It's the same formula down to Wanjala. This time he holds it in the slippery part of the field. Now the question is, can Kenya get into the first half here at 2 minutes and 40 remaining? Wanjala. Yes, it's hard to hold, isn't it? Referee says it didn't go forward. And the passes by Oscar Uma, number 2. And Collins Injera goes down. Okay, left-footed kick upfield by Wanjala. And that's a pretty good effort. Way back goes Tenai.
Sensible option there. It gets them on the front foot. Get away from their try line.
See the way that Tenai has just picked it up with one hand. And now the referee's called a knock-on. So altogether, a good result there for Kenya.
Yeah, they've been put under a lot of pressure by the Fijians, who are going backwards in the tackle. Get that ball downfield, able to then get some go forward, get the right defensive line up, and put the pressure back on Fiji. Also with Kenya here, they don't want to try and get into a physical battle with Fiji. They like that. Try and move the Fijians around and use the skill and the pace that they've got in this Kenyan team.
Penalty Fiji. Wanjala takes it. Scrum infringement. Out it comes through Injera. That's Ambaka.
This is an example there. If you go in with the ball first into the tackle here up against these big Fijians, there's a chance of a knock-on. It's greasy. Rather step back out and play back to your teammates. Try and find the space.
2 tries, 1 conversion. The 3rd and 4th place match. Cleared away by Viri Viri. There is the man who scored 2 tries, and now he got some good running. They look again to Ratini, I think that is. Injera. Oh, lovely work here by Willie Ambaka, and he gets there. Willie Ambaka puts Kenya on the board, puts them back in the game.
Well, William Bakri always seems to find himself in the right place at the right time. He's a prolific try scorer for the Kenyans, and he does it here again, right off the shoulder of Collins Injera. Gets the fend out, and then the pace to get to the try line.
To come from wide out. Look, it's a good kick too, but it's just wide. There's the hooter for half-time. 12 points to 5. Fiji lead in the battle for the 3rd, 4th place, the 3rd place medal.
This is half-time.
From Kenya.
Make some noise!
Second half about to begin here. There's not much bounce as the second half gets underway, with Jasa Veramalua beginning. Someone pointed out to me, Ben, that if this was a football match played on a pitch like this, it wouldn't play because the ball doesn't bounce.
No, I think you'd be seeing a lot of air shots. A lot of missed hits.
My mistake there. That was Biko Adima, of course, who kicked off. And look at that physical play by Kenya. And there he is, right down the bottom of the pile up there.
The ball is on the ground, so it's not a clear ball.
Kenya getting the go forward and being awarded this scrum here.
Well, he scored. Biko Adima scored a great try over Fiji in the World Cup in 2009. Took Kenya into the semi-finals, so this is the step up from that third and fourth playoff, and now it's gone out through Injera to Mbaka. It's skidded away to Very Very. Oh, nice play by Very Very. Skipped. Oh, that's brilliant play. Samasoni Very Very.
Well, what a piece of skill. He made it look like he was doing that on a dry pitch. But unfortunately for for Kenya, Mbaka just ball coming out of the tackle, pounced on by Very Very. And this is great vision. Keep the ball in play. The pickup, top quality.
Rugby ball does strange things, and that one hopped up nicely for him off a skiddy surface where often the ball is not bouncing. This afternoon he gets rewarded by his captain appropriately. Talambula kicking well, but that one's astray, but that's now 17-5, Fiji over Kenya. There's a bit of a blooper, I'm afraid. And you saw the Kenyans keep their hands away from it so they would get the free kick at halfway, and they've got it now from Humphrey Kayangi, who's into the game off the bench. And whoa, was that a late tackle? He was knocked away, Kayangi. But here they come this time, the Kenyans. That's Patrice Agunda. Really treacherous conditions underfoot. And that's Collins Injera. His brother is there with him. And here's Humphrey. Different names, but brothers. And boom, over the sideline goes Horace Otieno.
Fiji strong in defence here, pushing Kenya backwards. Good to see Kenya trying to keep the ball alive, but there's just no space in that Fijian defence.
11 black.
So there's going to be a sub here. Talambula is going off the field. What a role he's played for Fiji with those two well-taken tries and the very good conversion. Very, the throw goes to Very Malua. It's gone on the Kenyan side. So can they run one in from big distance? This is Aguero. Oh, on for an interceptor, not in these conditions. Mbotia has it. Good handling by Kenya, but the Kenyans scramble out of that one. They've gone for the quick throw in. They're trying everything, every trick in the book.
Well, it's good decision. Rather than go for the line out, get it in back into the field of play where the defences are disrupted.
And it's Big Vatu who goes over for the try.
It's the way the Fijians love to play. Open field, broken defences. Work perfectly in this situation. And Vatu finding that space and scoring another try for Fiji.
Look, Ben, I don't think I'm too far wrong in this. I went to a tournament, the Coral Coast Sevens, a couple of years ago. The field was a sea of water and indeed mud, and the Rugby Sevens was glorious. And I've also been filming at schools and villages when the fields are soggy and damp, and they play a brilliant brand of football. They're completely at home in these conditions, and never better shown than that converted try. And they're now up to 4 tries to 1 and 24 to 5.
I think you never write the Fijians off in these conditions, any conditions. They're just happy to be out there playing the game that they love.
So down it goes to the green team from Kenya. Patrice Agunda, Felix Ayangi, very familiar names to us, Lavan Asego, and now nice running by Eden Aguero, but crowded by aggressive defence from Fiji.
It is. If you watch, Fijians have just got this wall up at the moment. They're working well together in defence, and then when the opportunity arises, they come in with a clattering tackle.
So that's Nangusa being very aggressive there and just told by the referee to calm down. Difficult conditions to play, but by and large these guys are having fun. Well, the Fijians are. Try comes in there from Eli Tanai, try number 5.
Fiji looking comfortable with both ball in hand and ball without, and here, simple step. It's a canny knack that the Fijians have in being able to just hold the ball up right to the last minute, look like they're going to do something, and just drop it to their teammate, opening up the try-scoring opportunities.
Well, he's from the very well-known Wardens Club in Suva. They're the prison warders team, and this is a bit of a walk away now for Fiji at 29-5. Talambula 2 tries, very Votu and Tanai. And they'll be looking for more as Tanai himself kicks off. But let's see how Kenya can go. See that aggressive defense coming in from Verimalua. Just seconds to go now, and the big man Nakarawa is onto the field. So it was a little unfortunate, I'm afraid, for the Fijians. They came out to play New Zealand when the weather was fine and hot. They did concede 12-0, and then the big break because of the weather. And then when they came back on, they had no answer to New Zealand there, but they've certainly got all the answers in this one at 29-5.
They have. They'll be frustrated. I think they've saved their best for this game here, but they look more relaxed in this game and letting the ball do the work, working well together.
So it looks like it's going to be 4 wins and 2 losses for Fiji at this tournament. There's a man down, and we heard him calling out in pain, and looks like right at the end of the match there is a real big hit on the man there. Time is up on the clock, and we heard him call out an expression of anguish as he was falling.
Looked like Collins Indura.
So let's have a look here. So you see number 5 there for Fiji. He's marched to the bench. That's Watasoni Votu, and Indira is up. Play carries on for just a few seconds, and the flag is up on the far side. What will the referee say now? He says it's over, and Fiji, well, it's a kind of a consolation to be bronze medal winners after they had high hopes of winning the gold here when the tournament started, but they've taken the victory over Kenya by a very good margin, 29 points to 5, 5 tries to 1. So here they come to the sideline. That'll be of quite a bit of satisfaction. 4 wins and 2 losses. They beat Tonga, they beat Uruguay, they lost to Wales at the end of the second day, but they beat South Africa today, 12-10, lost to New Zealand, and now have beaten Kenya. Let's go to the sideline.
Fiji coach Ali Ferretti and there. Ali Ferretti, you finish in 3rd place, but you were a lot of people's pick to win here. What went wrong in that semi-final?
Yes, that semi-final, I think the game was won in the first 5 minutes.
Now, in 3 years' time in Rio, bronze would equate, 3rd would equate to bronze, rather. I'm guessing that Fiji are looking for a different colour.
Yeah, we are coming for the cup. Unfortunately, this is what happened. So I'm thanking the boys for their effort, and it's hard luck for us.
See you on the Gold Coast.
See you there.
Thank you. Yes, they deserve the rest now, the Fijians. It is the end of a very long season for them, and although it isn't the trophy or the medal as it is for 3rd and 4th, it isn't what they were after, the prize. They were after the main event, which of course is the cup, still to come, but they will live to fight another day, the Fijians. In the unfamiliar black strip, we're used to seeing them in their white, where they electrify the pitch normally. Mother Nature's been doing that for us today. But they've been throwing it about, and they did finish with a flourish. And as they go up to receive their medals, Ollie, they showed us a glimpse of what Fijian Sevens is all about, even in these conditions.
They did, and a lot of some of the aspects of Fijian Sevens that people know all about. Free running, crazy offloads, all the rest of it. What was really, really good to see was a different side to them that was aggressive, it was physical, it was defence orientated, it was pressing, harrying teams. And that is not necessarily an aspect of Fijian rugby that we always associate with in the Sevens. And Kenya, for me, were a relatively poor side this final day. Against England, it was the elements that really brought that game close. And Fiji put them to the sword. They were really, really efficient, really, really physical, and then the attacking aspect of their game is always something to behold. And if they can keep that, and they can keep that consistency defensively, they're going to be really, really strong come the World Series next year.
Absolutely, as we expect them always to be. For now, though, bronze medal winners in this Moscow World Cup 2013. Through the rain, through the lightning, through the thunder, through all the sunshine of the first couple of days as well, we celebrate Fiji's success and we turn our attention to the two finals, because next up it is the Women's Cup final, and after that it is the men's final to come. New Zealand against England in the main finale for the men. Next up, New Zealand against Canada. And Sue, you're familiar with both of the sides about to take the field.